Hey, what's happening, everybody? What's going on? It's the main man, your captain, back in the cockpit, doing the do. Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, founder, and president of the ONYXCON Foundation. And I want to talk to y'all today. Well, I got some time. Well, before I get into my topic, let me first say, shout out to my whole monetization nation. That's what I call all of our subscribers. That's what I call all the people who are, first of all, you gotta be a subscriber. That's number one. But also, especially those subscribers who positively comment, always like when they come into the lives, they always put the thumbs up. We always know y'all, y'all show love, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all the real reason for the season, as I always say. And we're gonna keep cooking. I mean, we're in the middle of the holiday season and everything. If you're just coming in, please put a thumb up. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can hear me. Just give me a thumbs up to let me know my sound is right. I always like to check my mic because I've learned that sometimes when you're live, you're hitting different power towers or whatever to get the signal, and it will go out. Like, I used to trust it because I had done so many lives and never had a problem, and then suddenly I noticed on one of my videos, I was like, man, look at that. Halfway through, the sound went out. You go back and check yourself. So if you're in here, you're looking right now, make sure you hit the thumbs up so I know that you can hear me. I want to make sure you can hear me well, okay? Let me know you can hear my voice. Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Like, for real. But as I was saying, it's the holiday season. And I got one gift I want from all my monetization nation. All my people who support the channel, all my people who are serious subscribers, right? Send a donation, because it might take us longer than I wanted it to take for us to get to be a monetized entity, okay? It takes 1,000 subscribers. We got that. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, it's the homie. Put the thumbs up, man. Slip your finger over that. Get one arm on the baby. I'm messing with you. Have one arm on the baby and one arm on the phone, and put the thumbs up. I need the like. All that shit matters out here on YouTube, bro. What's happening? Philly's in the house, y'all. I know who that is. What's happening, fam? Yes, sir. Hit the like button. His hands are full. He must be literally. There we go. There we go. That's the homie. But no. For everybody who supports y'all, we need some donations, real talk. Because if you watch my channel regularly, you see the lives, people talk about being transparent, man. We're in a world of like a lot of fakeness, and then there's the real. And that's part of my main topic today, because sometimes I don't have a main topic today. I got one for y'all. But, in being realness, it's like, when I tell y'all, like, I live the real art life, and that ain't always easy. It depends on your situation. Everybody dealt different cards in life, but artists, it's always been, I do my arts, plural, because I wear many hats in the arts. But I have to wear all these other hats too. And I always say artists are the only people, and I do say this with all my heart, knowing it's true. We the only folk when it comes to professionals who have an occupation, not just people I just work, but they're not pursuing no kind of dream. I'm talking about people who are focused on a dream. They chose a path. They doing what they here to do. We the only ones got to wear multiple hats to get to the crowns we supposed to wear. You understand what I'm saying? That was for my artists. Only my artists gonna understand what the hell I just said. We the only ones got to wear multiple hats to get to the crowns we were born to wear. We the ones, y'all. We the ones. We the ones that always got to do all that. Yeah, man, that's what's up. Andromeda Retro in the house. Blood-sucking gamers in the house. Philly's in the house. But yeah, man. It's like, we the ones. We are the ones. We the only ones. Like, all my friends that are doctors, lawyers, they straight. All my insurance broker friends, they straight. All my tech industry friends, they straight. All my higher brass people in military and law enforcement type folk, they straight. Okay? I notice I use the word high. I'm talking about folks who got a desk job in the Army and stuff like that. They straight. You feel me? They straight, y'all. They doing just fine. They doing just fine. They can be all right. Super corporate types, if they manage to, you know, climb the ladder to a certain degree, you know, there's always a glass ceiling, but they straight. But when it comes to all my artist friends, with the exception of a rare few, and even those people tend to be stressed the hell out because I'm talking about, I got friends in the biz and the film industry and stuff. They rich, you know, they either a millionaire or six-figurenaires, and you know, they making six figures or $1 million and what, but they stress the hell out because they always know that the gatekeepers and all the different stuff that can happen, it can all go away. It can all get taken. It can all over some BS, you know, you never know. So, like I've been saying, like if you're new to here, if you're just joining us, hit the thumbs up. Let me know you can hear my voice. Let me know you hear me. That's my new way of making sure they put a like on it. Because you tell people, you know, now that I know you can hear me, but even if one person can hear me, don't mean everybody can hear me. So that's my new way. Little tip for all my members. It seems to work. Most people will put a thumbs up, whether they subscribe or not. Really, it's really serious. And I do courier work, you know. I do courier work, and you say what my homie say here. I got a hole in that gate. Damn right, bro. Hey, the gatekeeper, man, they don't understand, man. Going into 2025, what we finna all have to deal with because of this nonsense repeat of Trumpism, goddamn it. You know, I'm gonna speak the real, man. Hey, all rules are off. Like they say, nonprofits aren't supposed to talk politics. Well, guess what? Criminals ain't supposed to be president. So guess what? Ain't no damn rules in 2025. The only rules that apply are logic and ethics. Damn it. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. I don't know about anybody else. I know that's what I'm living by. I always did. And that's the rules that apply to how I'm pushing. Okay? Next. And if you ain't with it, this damn sure ain't your channel. You know what I'm saying? For all them MAGA maggots, that's my new hashtag. If you take it, remember who said it first. All the MAGA maggots, go find you some shit to sit on, because this ain't it. You want to blow on some, you nasty flies want to grow on something, this ain't the place. We ain't here for it. We ain't here for it. So anyway, yeah, man, it's a different situation out here for real artists. Hardcore. It's hardcore. And, you know, what my homie, I don't know if I understand that emoji. What you saying to me, homie? And if you need to say it direct, send me a message, you know what I mean? But anyway, but yo, like, no, it's real out here. And a lot of artists who are not in a state of privilege or opportunity to the point where they are sustained and don't have to worry about the finances, et cetera, et cetera. Yo, and when you run an organization like I do, okay, that has actually done grassroots work in communities, actually on the map in Atlanta and abroad, all over the world, because we travel, okay? Shout out to my people, Malaysia, Mexico, Dominican Republic, República Dominicana. I always got to say it right, you know what I'm saying? DR is actually RD, you know? But yeah, man, it's, oh, bruh, woo, he tried to get me on some other topics up in here, bruh. Yeah, man, yes, sir. They ain't gonna be able to see the comments later, but my brother was just saying it's about to get ugly. Yeah, for real, man. Like, you know, the gatekeepers have fallen. He said, ask Diddy. I'm like, yes, I mean, and you know, and that's just a fall guy. Like, I ain't got no love for what Diddy did, so he deserved whatever's coming, you know, but he really ain't the worst. As bad as ugly as that was and is, that ain't even the kingpin. That ain't the final boss. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even the final boss for what's really going on. Like I just said, man, we about to have a repeat of one of the, you think the first time around for the administration was a nightmare? Bruh. It's time to really see who's real. See who's really supporting something real. Because we're going to need each other. That's all we're going to have. That's all we're going to have. Which is why I'm saying, like, hit the donations. Like, if y'all want to hear this real content, if you want more, like he mentioned Cat Williams too. He was like, Cat Williams ain't never lied. Sips tea. Bruh, I'm like another Cat Williams. Just I'm out here doing it with no budget. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying is support this. Hit the button now before you know me as being famous. Be able to say, yo, I supported ONYXCON and Joseph R. Wheeler III's vision before he was celebrity status, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I always say people seen me but don't know they seen me. You know, I'm in the movies. I'm gonna be in more. I'm on the shows. I'm gonna be in more. I'm behind the scenes and in front of the camera. We got a content special we do here called The Business, BIZNESS. Look under our playlist, and you'll see a multitude of content, all kind of cool stuff, right? And yeah, we here for it, man. That's what we do. That is literally what we do. We gonna give you that what nobody gonna give you. So if you're loving it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, most importantly. And then if you got it to give it, now tis the season. Any season is the season, but since people be in more of a giving mood, yo, send some funds, $5, $10, $12, anything you got, 20, it don't matter. We waiting to get we're not waiting to get super chats and all that. If you like what I'm saying right now, send it to our Cash App, #ONYXCON. Send it to the at ONYXCON on Venmo. Okay, send it to onyxcon@gmail.com on our PayPal. You can support anytime, especially Venmo and Cash App, especially Venmo. I prefer Venmo, but yo, however you want, whatever works for you, because people gonna do what they're gonna do how they best do it for them. But yo, for real, support. My brother said, get familiar now. Damn right, exactly. So check out the new comment I've been posting. Okay, bro, I'm gonna check you out. We are doing games and movies now. Okay. I wanna make a movie now. Talking some big talk, bro. I love it. You know I'm in it. I'm in it for real. So it ain't no games when you start talking about that movie life. 11 years, SAG-AFTRA eligible. Still ain't in the union, so to speak, but I'm eligible, and then people in the biz know what that means. Saying that in the biz is like saying you got a BFA. I promise you, it's like that. When you finally become union, then it's like, oh, you got his master's, you know. It's like, yeah. But no, like, yeah, 11 years in the biz, SAG-AFTRA eligible. Like I say that on set, and everybody stand up a little straighter around me. They all like, oh, okay, respect Mr. Wheeler. It should have been that anyway, but yeah, exactly. Put some spec on my name, goddamn. Shit. It's real in the Ville. So nah, man, it's I've been looking at the situation, and I don't want to get too far off topic once I get into this. So if I'm not mentioning what my man say. So I've been posted. Okay. Oh, SAG dropping the ball. Man, don't get me started. Because the strike was not the end of the war. I'll just say that. With SAG and everything, with the strike, that was not the end of the war. And an even bigger thing that's always, I mean, literally always, it wouldn't even matter if it made the news. You can just bet, you can rest assured that, I tell people all the time, you're so lucky to see anything on TV and at the movies. Do you understand how much of a blessing it is to see anything with the process, how many hours it takes, how much man and woman power that is, how much just blood, sweat, and tears, man, like serious energy put in. And most people have no idea, absolutely no clue. Never been around, never going to. It's not for everybody, but I'm saying it would behoove, I wish even that when they do the behind the scenes, that there would be more show of, not the glammy version, like, oh, we're going to show you, all right, everybody ready and rolling and action. And it's just, you see the actors going, you see the cameras on the side. That's the little, the making of a movie, and they fast forwarding you through it. No, you need to do a documentary, but see, it's hard to do a documentary like this because the business don't like to tell on itself and how crazy it can be. But when you show folk getting out the car at 5 in the morning or earlier, or some folk may have even slept in their damn cars. Luckily, I ain't had to be that person ever, but I'm just saying it does happen. or folk coming from a hotel nearby because they couldn't even go home, but thank goodness they on a good enough production that paid for their hotel so that they didn't have to worry about that coming out their own pocket. But still, but that's, you know, crew. This is what I'm talking about right now, is crew level reality, right? But you get into people who ain't crew. Like, I'm gonna tell this story and then I'm gonna get into my main topic. I'll never forget the last time it really snowed in Atlanta. True snow, not ice. And it was 6 inches of snow, which was amazing for Atlanta. Atlanta now, okay? We ain't up north, all right? Calm down, Philly. Calm down, New York. I'm talking about Atlanta, all right? For Atlanta, that's amazing. And I was doing Cobra Kai. It was Cobra Kai, and I had been on Cobra Kai as like a regular. I was core on Cobra Kai for one of the seasons at the dealership where Ralph Macchio, you know, Karate Kid himself, ran the car dealership. But now that was at an abandoned for sale lot of what used to be a car dealership in Union City. But this particular final scene, like I was core on that, like I say, so every day for like almost 2 months, I was on that. And then they did a scene for the finale of that season where it was one of those tournaments. And I think it was the first tournament ever featured on the show. But when I tell y'all, they should have never even said we were going to set that day. They should have just said, okay, we're going to reschedule because there's snow coming. No, they like, if you book, come on the set. Okay. And went to set, got there. It was crazy. And like, my man up there in Philly, Kirk said, I don't want to see no more snow. I know that. I know the feeling, bro. I ain't had that feeling in years since college when I was at Pratt in Brooklyn. That was the last time I was talking about I don't want to see no snow. I actually would like some snow in Atlanta because, like I say, our snow is a joke. It's like, you know, it lasts for a day. It's beautiful. You get out there, it melts. You can play in it, and then it's over. It don't get nasty. It don't freeze over. Where it does freeze over, it'd be a couple of slick patches, black ice, stuff like that on the roads, which is dangerous as hell in Atlanta and anywhere else. But it usually ain't, it don't last, you know what I mean? And it don't back up with more snow. But so now, anyway, this snow was the worst ever, right? And it literally started coming down midday while we were on set. And we all looking out the windows like, man, they ought to just let us go home. This is crazy. What the hell? Mind you, I'm doing background. So that's the lowest end of the totem pole for actors, so to speak. Extras, but in the business, you don't say extra. We say background artists because more integrity. Now, there are extras that we jokingly call that, oh, you the extra. You know, the ones that's trying to, don't look at the damn camera. And they're like, hi, mom, you stupid mother. Wrap that bastard. He ain't going home. Because nowadays I'm a PA too. So it's like, they didn't look at the camera, did it yet? Yeah, all right, yeah. Hey, let me talk to you, buddy. Yeah, taking you to the rap table. You still get paid, but you got to go home. You got to get the hell out of here. This fool looking at the camera. Dude. Those are the extras. Anyway, so I'm doing background. Huge group, cattle call, because we trying to make it look like a full stadium for this tournament and everything. They had rented out this space in Cobb. Big arena or whatever. They did it. It looked nice. All that. It was fun to be there. It was a fun day, all that good stuff. Girls who was one of the other regulars in core. We sat all day and we played like we were a couple or whatever. So that made it fun because I got my little set wife and shit. That was fun. And like, you know, toward the very end, we can't see the windows. When we were in holding, where we waiting to go to set, you could see outside. You could see the snow was falling. Once we in the arena, we didn't see how bad it was getting, right? So then they go on the mic as everything, all right, y'all, that's a wrap. And everybody's about to leave, hustle and bustle. Crew is running everywhere. Everybody the usual, hustle, bustle. But then they say, hey, everybody, and you know, because of the weather, production will pay for a hotel for anybody that doesn't feel safe going home. We got you. And then about 5 minutes later, because everybody's like, oh my gosh, they so nice. They're going to pay for all us to have a hotel. And then they said, oh, well, I'm so sorry. We should have said that was for crew only. God damn. Boy, you talking about some folk mad. I thought it was going to be a riot. I said, oh my gosh. These fools, they done straight up told everybody, we got you. And then you going to pull it back? Talking about it's for crew only? And I was not doing crew. I'm backgrounds. I'm like, so you mean, And it was, I can't remember what the rate was exactly, but let's just say it was under 100 for the day. And because back then that wasn't common. It was still this super low rate. And like for, you know, over 8 hours, and then you get overtime after 8, it goes into time and a half. But still, it's a snow day. The buses were the roads were so slick. I remember there was a hill where we would get on the shuttle bus to go back to where we leave to get to our cars and stuff. And the bus couldn't go up the hill for a minute. It started spinning out on the snow. We was like, oh shit. Like, we're done, because the night is coming, and you know it's gonna freeze. If it wasn't, it was like 36, and it's gonna hit 32, and when it freezes, oh, you ain't going nowhere. Now it's ice. You own it now. So I said, oh man, they done really played us with this BS, right? So I'll never forget that, because literally my homegirl that I sat with all day, and it's totally platonic, so get out your head, fellas. It wasn't that kind of party. It would have been fun if it were, but it wasn't. We looked at each other and said, want to get a room? It's like, yeah, let's get 2 beds, you know? And we just sat up all night until we finally fell asleep, talking shit and laughing about the whole thing, trying to make it better. But we was pissed. We was damn pissed, because technically we paid to work. We had to pay for a freaking hotel room, and that was it. Like, we split the room, so it wasn't so bad, but literally what we split was our day on set. I said, this some bull right here. This some straight bull, you know? So yeah, when I talk about going through it, man, folk don't know the half. That's just one story from the eons of 11 years. I got so many damn stories. Talk about write a book. It'd be an encyclopedia set of stuff I done been through. Folk don't know, man. Folk don't know. But that leads me segue into, right? Ain't that crazy? That leads me segue into what was gonna be my topic. I was watching Cam Newton's show, Funky Fridays, and his recent interview of Dr. Sarah, who I didn't know who she was until I watched it. I still don't really know who she is. I got a gist of what she's about, because of the damn interview being 4 hours and 25 minutes. I'm looking in the comments, boy, I was laughing so hard. Somebody said, what the hell they talking about for 4 hours and 25 minutes? And other folks was coming back, nothing. Ain't enough for me to watch. Everybody all negative. I said, yo, whatever. You know your ass sit up here and watch some of it. Anyway, I watched it. I started it last night and finished it today, because I decided, I said, man, I want to speak on this, but I don't want to speak on it and not be able to say I really did watch it. So I braved it. I can't believe I split it up enough to get around to 4 hours of my between 2 days of segmented watching, but I did. And I got a lot of mixed feelings about what I saw, because here's something I realized from watching this one. First, let me give you some context. I want you to watch it for yourself. Now, you ain't got, I don't expect nobody to sit through 4 hours per se like I did, but if you just watch the first 30 minutes of it, you'll understand everything I'm about to say. And so there was, she's basically another celebrity psychologist type. He asked her too to define like why she's a doctor, like what her degree is or whatever. And it was very convoluted, the answer. I mean, I didn't walk away from her answer feeling like I was confident that she actually has a degree in any damn thing that would be doctoral, but people do whatever these days. If she does have a degree, no disrespect, I just didn't understand, like I say, the way she answered the question. And then Cam can be so, you know, he whenever there's a lady he's attracted to, and he kind of being half flirty and fun. So, and then you can tell she likes him too. So it was hard to understand a lot of stuff. Sometimes you felt like there was inside jokes to almost every question that's not being said, because they're trying to keep professional and just stay on topic and blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, okay. But this mess was like really on some, and by the way, everybody, if you're new to these lives, how I do it, when I'm working. Like, y'all really riding with me while I'm working. Like, I'm looking at cow pastures right now, like, for real. The only difference to my Philly homie is these cows are the solid black ones. I know y'all got them real black and white milk cows surrounding Philly. real Philly folk, most if they ain't never left the city, they don't even know they really in the country. Philly is a bubble. You go right outside Philly, it's country with nothing but milk cows. Cause I rode up there and I know. But anyway, so like she was basically, she has her own podcast. The It's Giving podcast. I said, oh Lord, not It's Giving. It's Giving, yeah. And that's how she is. She's wonderful. She talks a lot and everything. I give her credit. She's an intelligent. I'm sure she's prettier than she looked to me, because I'm just not on this whole cake face thing. I'm not saying I didn't look at what I saw and think, ooh, sexy lady. Yeah, she's attractive. But I'm not impressed with the big ass lashes and, you know, could literally take a knife and cut and it wouldn't even break skin and pull off the mask, so to speak, of all the fucking makeup. I can't stand that. I don't like that. I'm not into that. I ain't gonna even front, because as I say that, somebody see me with a woman like that, but that's what she like. That ain't what I like. And when we get home, I'll be like, you know what you got to do before we get to kissing, because I'm not eating all that. I'm not licking or eating all that, baby. Gonna do your, yeah. We can get a couple of kisses in, but I don't, you know. And if you just got on gloss, you can get it all the way down. But if you wearing thick lipstick and I don't like that. That ain't my flavor. I don't like that. That's not on the menu. So I ain't big on that heavy makeup BS. And being in the biz, I look at it like that is strictly for the camera. That is strictly for film. Like, really though. My homie said surprised she didn't melt. Oh shit. Under the cameras, right? Them hot cameras, boy, them lights and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I've been chased by bulls in Pennsylvania. Got video too. They're out here. You killing me, bro. Let me stay on topic, but oh man, I'm just happy I still got a signal where I'm at, for real. But and as I say that, it'll go out. By the way, in a minute, I will have to do a brief pause. It's not over. Like I said, y'all working with me. I'm gonna have to drop these packages and then I'm gonna get right back in and go right back on. That's how I do this. That's the format. Like I said, if you ain't new here, you know how I do. You watch these, you know how I do this. This is the format when I go live during my work. So she basically was talking about relationships, because that's what she's kind of she's one of those celebrity relationship coaches and lifestyle coaches, and is on the Christian tip, which is also where they lose me, because I'm not religious. No, I will say this. She did say I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but she's the Christian spiritual, okay? So she big about that, real big. And oh, okay, man. Hey, everything all right? Everything all right? I ain't gonna say out loud what you said. Like I said, the comments ain't gonna even be live. I mean, if people can see it now, they can see it, but they won't see it if I post this. But yeah, hit me up. I don't want you putting your business out here, but I hope everything's all right. Relationship with all the age-old arguments of now they were talking about. And at one point, Cam had asked her, for example, about whether or not that she only tolerates a man who will pay for everything in a relationship. Once she commits to somebody, they commit to her, you pay for everything. The man pays for everything, period. Because that's her standard. That's what she knows. That's what she thinks it ought to be. That's her standard. That's what she knows. That's what she thinks it ought to be. Man is the provider, period. And food in the fridge or gas in the car. Which one is gonna be this month or whatever? And she said she stayed places where for 4 months she didn't pay. She said for 4 years, I think she said, stayed in a place and only was on time with her rent 2 months out of the whole time. Wow, okay, all right. So yeah, you've been through some things, you understand the reality of some of us out here that go through it consistently, not because we want to, for those of us like myself, living the art life, but because of the circumstances of being an artist, the circumstances of being whatever else you may be. But you got goals, you got passion, you got intelligence. I got a BFA, I got all these things. But none of that has anything to do with the reality of gatekeeping, with the reality of prejudice, with the reality of lack of opportunity and resources. This shit is real. This shit is real. And anybody who done lived it knows it's real, right? So, and then you can get it, gender inequality, all that stuff. It's all real. There are variations on this thing, and there can be exaggerations and things that just don't count. But where it is, you know, when it's right is just what it said, you know. And so, what I find interesting though about her perspective on dating, and when she said that Cam was like, put the brakes on, like, you know, they're gonna eat you up in the car. Yeah, and that's the part that cracks me up, because even as Cam, and I like Cam, let me make it clear before I say it, views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of ONYXCON's affiliates, associates, sponsors, etc. Speaking for myself, as a true fan of Cam, I like him as an athlete, liked him as an athlete, like him as a forever athlete, respect him as a sports commentator, respect him as a personality, and he's entertaining. He's fully aware of what about him may come off as sensational, whether it's his dress, style, you know what I'm saying? The way he words things, sometimes being from Atlanta and imitating, because I don't think that's really his natural. He's too intelligent. When Cam want to ask questions and speak real clear, he ain't slurring his words. He ain't acting all slum from around the way, bankhead shouty. You know, but he know to talk like we all did. It's like, it's a thing of when you from a place and you got a multitude of friends from different places. He went to Westlake like I went to Mays. I'm older than Cam, okay? And so it's funny to me though to see him, you know, switch back and forth between those expected personas of how somebody from Atlanta is and how they sound, and then gives you, yeah, he the son of a preacher, he had a 2-parent home, he is educated, he went to Auburn and graduated, okay, and he was a football star. I don't know if he graduated, but I'm pretty sure he did. I only say that because he may have went straight to the NFL, and I don't know that part of his story. So let me not say that, because somebody be like, he didn't graduate, he went straight to the NFL and didn't finish. I mean, I don't know. All I know is, for his circumstances, he did go to college, he did get everything he needed out of life, he did become a millionaire. He's still good. That's what I'm really aiming at, the part about that. And this young lady who's on the show, she's the original. Father was from South Central, but looked like he did good. Picked himself up from rough times, became all man he was supposed to be. Got him a beautiful wife, has a beautiful family. She's, you know, their child, and she's an example of what they provided her as an example. She's got a good foundation. At the same time, because she is a materialistic girl living in a materialistic world. I'm sorry. When I see red bottoms and weave and cake face makeup and them big ass lashes, but I know that when I see it's the best version of it, because none of it really appeals to me that well, but when I see the best version of it, I respect it because I know what that means. That's all. Second that emotion as an example of a guy who's in that tax bracket said, you know, she only deals with high quality and high earning men. Now, high quality and high earning, I love how people interchange those two. They crack me up, because I'm a high quality man. You know, but people say it as if they're talking about the money at the same time. Quality don't equal money. I'm sorry. It don't have to be expensive to be quality. This here fluorescent construction style hoodie that I got on is super quality. I've had this for over a year, and you know nowadays, if it ain't quality, it ain't gonna even last a year. You wash it a few times, damn thing falling apart, threads coming out of it. Y'all see this thing? I love this thing. It's warm, it's bright, it has not lost its color. The sheen on these reflective patches is still the same. That's quality. But guess how much I paid for this? Because these things can be expensive. Anybody who does the kind of work I do knows. You get the real deal, you get a nice one. Oh, and it's thermal too. It's got the waffle. It's got the long john material on the inside. On top of that, it's thick. It's warm. This thing is a real jacket. It's not just a hoodie. It's a real jacket, right? So I'm saying this retail on average would start at $50. if it was just like the sheer price it was intended to be when it first came out and all that. But I shop discount. Oh, I love the Last Chance store. I love the place where you didn't see them Nikes when they came out, and you looked at them and thought when they was in Lenox at the mall or whatever, you was like, in Atlanta, I'm sorry, if you're not from Atlanta, you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's okay. Just think really expensive mall stuff, right? You was at Phipps and Lenox and all that, and you up at Macy's, and you saw them, and you walked past them, and you went to another pair or whatever. And then, because you just don't have the taste to see, no, that's a nice looking shoe right there. And I could put that with about 5 different outfits, not just one. Oh, if I ever get this other thing, oh, now it's 10 outfits. But see, by the time I get it, when it's on the shelf, first of all, because, it's hard to find my size sometimes. Once I realized, I didn't even know this until I was grown, that the average man's shoe size in America and in the world is like between like 10 to 10 and a half. I wear 12. So I used to always wonder sometimes why it's so hard to find a damn 12. I was like, because the 12s be, when we find them, we be happy as hell, like, oh gosh, got one. For certain things, not everything, but certain shoes, So anyway, I'm saying I got this for under 20. This was like 16 when I got it. But it's $50 quality. So like I say, high earning, money, power, respect, like Lil' Kim go. Hip hop mainstream, song, money, power, respect, like Lil' Kim go. Hip hop mainstream, song, whatever. The real underground, before he passed, when he said, wait a minute, hold up. Cam need me to be a referee on the show. Come here and blow the whistle. What the problem? What the problem? Hey man. Pull back, shawty. That ain't it. What you talking about, man? Hey, she talking about 2 different things. High value and high earning, that's 2 different things. It don't matter how much you earn, you can still be valuable. Extremely valuable. There's plenty of trash ass people that got plenty money. That ain't what makes them quality. That ain't it. Sorry, not gonna allow that to be pushed into the minds. That's why I'm up here right now trying to revise, get people to research, realize, and revise. That's the triple R. That's the triple R formula. I made that up. And it's effective. You can live by it. Your mind off, you got some facts wrong, you got some things out of order, you ain't done the research. You need to research. You need to realize, and then revise your thought process, because your shit, it's off right now. That's not it. That is not it. And we're not trying to push that narrative because it affects generations. People be affected for generations from one person's popular celebrity status opinion. Literally, it's really important. We got to understand, it's not, if this new, not to get political again, but if this new repeat demonic ass crazy situation that was voted back in doesn't tell you something about how somebody can go from a cult of personality as a celebrity and become your worst nightmare in maintaining order, diversity, democracy, sanity, logic. I mean, we are in bizarro world. But I'm sick and tired of standing around complaining about it with all my people who already understand what time it is, and not being a voice of reason for those who might be on the fence. Because there's plenty of people who even voted for this nonsense and who even would think, yeah, it's the same thing. High earning man and high value man is the same thing. No, damn it. There's plenty of valuable people who just don't have the capital and resources to push out their voice as much as those who do, which is why it's so important to support and hit that subscribe button right now. Because if you love what I'm saying, you're going to adore the rest of my content. If this is your introduction to this channel, promise you, you're going to be blown away with how much else I am doing and have done. I know people who are high earning and high value who I've interviewed. who I've had conversations with are valuable pieces of logic and valuable keynotes on edutainment, things you can be entertained by, but also are going to educate you. It's not just fluff. And even when it is a little fluffy around here, if I'm playing, if I'm gaming or whatever, and somebody, oh, well, that's fluff, man, you can learn a hell of a lot from a video game if you dig deeper than the surface. If you just on there to, like we call my show, busting pixels, blast at some stuff, hit some, whatever the objective of the game. Everything's not violent, but most of them are. Okay, let's just be real. That's why I call it busting pixels, because people busting shit. You know what I'm saying? Pow, pow, let's get on there. Boom, pow, pow, pam, pam, pam. That's, hey, 90% of all video games, or the most popular ones anyway, shooters, fighting, something with hardcore collision sports, Madden, anybody? I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't got time to debate the truth. Either face it or get lost in the nonsense. We ain't got time. We working on what works, right? And in this interview, it was said a lot of things that were very true about a certain mind state, though. And I think that a lot of wealthy celebrity folks who are doing advice are out of touch with their audience. I think the reason why a gentleman like Kevin Samuels got as popular, rest in peace, bro, that the Godfather himself got as popular as he did and was, you know, despised by those who did not like his message. And, you know, I was not always a fan of his delivery. I'm one of those people who quick to say, yeah, I say, you know, the late sometimes great, depending on how his mood was and what he was going to say and how he was going to say it. But overall, he's still a presence to be respected for what he brought to the table and what about it was true. When he would be dropping those statistics that are true, what percentage of black men, because all these women want black love that are black women, okay, cool. Or other women that like black men, great. How many black men make over 100,000 a year, six-figure men? And he was big to coin the phrase, the high-earning man, high-value man. He was big on that, which again, like I say, I don't agree with using that term interchangeably. Like, it's not interchangeable. One is one thing and the other's the other. High earning, fine. You talking about money, that's what you mean by earning? Because we could even get symbolic in earning, but I ain't gonna go that far. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let y'all have a word for the sake of argument, right? I could get down into earning. Earning what? The purpose of life is not earning money. You better be earning some experiences. And some experiences you can't have just because of your wallet. There's some places I've been in hiking and fishing, I would have never been granted entry just because of money. Yeah, it took money to get there, but I'm talking about once you there and it's like, well, I just pay whatever it is, I get it. No. This is private. You can't come here unless you're invited. Well, there's nobody who doesn't have a price. This got a price. It's called integrity. It's called who are you? Nonsense. I can pay for anything. Try it and see how it works anywhere and everywhere in the world. I'll never forget a buddy of mine telling me on set one time, movies, and he's majoring in the game. He had done some really big stuff, got paid well the whole nine, but he went through something, and I'll talk about him a few times in a previous video. I wish we could interview. It's just been a while. It's hard to get in touch with my brother, and I hope he's well, because he was going through some health troubles and stuff, but this guy was super interesting. His story was amazing. And he's still here, you know? And so he was like, speaking on the fact that, like, you know, he's from the Polynesian Isles. And I'm not going to be specific because it's not important. I want to make a point, more importantly. And he's of native indigenous peoples of that particular nation, right? So him and his family, he grew up fishing like I grew up fishing. He loves it. That's how we really got to be friends. We both found out we fish. He was like, oh, man. Oh, bro, man, I can put you on, boy. Hey, don't play now. You know, don't tell a fisherman you can get me on some good water and don't mean. He's like, bro, you would, man. If you could make it and I'm out there, you good, Joseph. I said, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He didn't say, it's going to cost you this, it's going to cost you that. No. If you can make it, if you can get there, that's the cost. But what he was stressing was that the waters they fish in have some of the best mahi-mahi you ever, and the biggest you ever seen in your life. And this is a huge dude, and he talking about, I'm catching fish as tall as me. And he was like I'm 6'2", he like 6'4" or 6'5" or something. I was like, God dang, they like that, man? He's like, bruh. I said, wow. He's like, I'm telling you, it's a secret gem, and we don't tell everybody about it. He said, one of my guys used to take guys out, you know, Americans come there, and he said, never fail. We get these cocky white guys that think that their money is everything, and we take them out, and, you know, it was money at first, so we were trying to get that, but we got to a point, man, we stopped taking them. He said, because they would get out there with us and, you know, get to complaining and stuff, like whining about, oh, I didn't catch the species I wanted or whatever. It'd be like, dude, do you see where you at? Are you in the moment, or are you in your ego about a label on something? Like, if it's not this, I didn't do it. And, you know, like, and some people do that. They put labels on even animals and plants. Like, this is the best one. That's the trash. Like that. We don't say that around here, but they be talking about trash fish. I don't know no damn trash fish. I know some trash ass people. So these were some trash ass people that he was taking out. He was straight up saying, we cut it off. We stopped taking folk. We kept it secret. From now on, we got spots that they never even saw. And I'm telling you, these are some of the best spots in the world. But only the native folk know. And we only take out people who will show respect for the code. Like, look, you out here, you gonna get what you gonna get. Maybe you don't catch that particular fish, but you got a chance to fish in something that most people will never see, ever, right? I'm like, word is born. That's what I'm talking about. Because I got spots like that. And some of them spots are like still known to people, but they're so remote that even the people that go there, they're not there doing what I'm doing. They're not there fishing. I'm like 1% of the people who know about this area and actually go there to fish. Like on the Chattahoochee, where I love, and I always say, one of my goals is to get a boat someday, a river boat, that's built just for that, especially. And it gives me the best of both worlds, because then I can get lakes, and you can do a lake. I mean, I ain't talking about no John boat. I'm talking about a real center console beast of a boat. I never forget, I did an episode of ONYXCON Outdoors Worldwide where I showed the boat that I really want, or something like that anyway, because by the time I get it, it'll be something else better out, and it'll have an electric motor like I want and all that, because this was gas motor, all that. But I know by the time I get it, it'll be electric motor, it'll be smooth running, they would have worked out all the kinks with the batteries and everything. It's gonna be the bomb diggity diggity bomb down. Come on. And when I tell you, I know about some places, if you into gar fishing, like long nose, I know where the dinosaurs dwell, baby. I know where the dinosaurs dwell. And I would never take nobody out there but somebody who respects them as much as I respect them. Somebody talking that trash fish garbage, you stay your garbage ass on the shore, because we about to go get it. But I plan to have some amazing experiences. And so, not to get too far off on fishing, because I'll start talking about nothing but that, but my point is, like, you know, you got a lot of people out here that have that mentality, and they do the same thing in every aspect of life. Like, that's where you get the mentality of what they were talking about in this interview. The woman was talking about she had been engaged she said 2.5 times. And Cam checked like, how you gonna have a half engagement? You either were or you ain't. And she gave some vague ass, that never made no sense what she said there. I was like, that still don't make no sense. But anyway, you knew that there was some emotional scarring. That was some damage. That's why she called it a half. So whatever you gotta do to make yourself get through it and move on, which she has. Good for you, sister. But she got luggage, real luggage. And you out here telling other people, I mean, everybody's got luggage. But I hate when people act like they're giving advice without luggage. When I tell y'all from about my experiences, or speak from an experience, talking about relationship goals and art life, it's not because I'm some clinical professional. It's not because I got all the answers. It's because where I do have an answer, I'm gonna give you what happened to me, and then you can assess if that applies to your journey. If it does, then maybe you'll learn something. If it doesn't, then, you know, in one ear, out the next. You get that all day, right? Pick and choose who you want to hear. But I don't like when people act like they got it all tight, and then you really listen to what they talking about. And, like, first of all, like I keep saying, you don't even relate to most people, yet that's your audience. If only 8% of all black men make 6 figures a year in America, then I'm sure a great part of Cam's watching audience is men, black men heavily, because we support each other, and when we see each other, we happy to see each other. Even when there's jealousy and all that other BS going on, they still watch it whether they hate us or not. They like to see and be nosy and all that lurking. I don't lurk. If I like your shit, I like it and I'm following you, period. Right? I got no time to be in lurk, and I don't want to see it if if you ain't vibing on my frequency, some part of my frequency, because there's many, you couldn't be on all of them, but if one of them is touching a key, all right, cool, man, subscribe. I like what you do. What you doing here? And that's for anybody. So watching this, I'm saying to myself, man, they're completely in la la land with wealth. They don't even understand. And I'm seeing that happen to my city. It's been a thing. People been having money in Atlanta, but now it's become truly like not just a black mecca, but a black showcase of floss, and it's detrimental because it makes it seem like even for people who ain't getting it like that, everybody wants to pretend they getting it. Like everybody wants, it's doing it. I call us a mini LA. How they say in LA, everybody's so fake and everybody's trying to act like they got it, and most of the time they ain't. But it's known there, it's established there. It's getting established here. So much so that you just really like, man, it irks me. I'm thinking to myself, I'm watching this, I'm saying, I don't feel included, even though you're talking about stuff like, they're talking about stuff because they're both rich. They're both rich. This woman said that she only dates men who, I'm going to use the only one that applies, are so high earning, not value per se, because they obviously wasn't value, because she dropped 3 engagements, or they dropped the ball, whatever, something happened, right? But she says she only dates these high earner, high value men. How you go through, again, she said 2.5, not 3. How you go through 2.5, and she's got to be in her 30s, I would guess, just from the look in my experience of knowing the look, even with all the cake makeup and the weave and stuff. She about 30 something. And if she's not, Lord, that's another reason to take all that ish off your face, because it's aging you, girl. It's aging you. Whatever you think you covering up, you're making it worse, because that stuff does make you look older. But anyway, I digress, because they ain't gonna listen, because all these are gonna have the ones that's on that be saying, I don't do that for no man, I do that for myself. Well, that's but you say you want a man. There ain't no such thing. Men do things knowing, hey, man. I mean, there's 2 kinds of guys in my experience when it comes to attracting women with the looks. There's the dude who just is a sloppy, kind of smelly, kind of won't cut their nails, bad breath, just all them things women hate, that they constantly say, you need to smell good, look good, feel good, be in shape. Even if you're not in the perfect shape, show some kind of effort. Can't be a complete fat slob, even if she'll take you a little bit chunky or whatever, and all of this. And there's dudes out here who's just like, I don't care about all that, man, shit. They say all that, but all I gotta do is flash some money and they'll be with it. And it's true for some of these women. They'll say that and then he has money though, and they'll go with it. Or they'll be a victim long enough to try and squeeze whatever they want out of the guy. But then there's the other dude who is conscious of, look, man, I keep a fresh cut if I got some hair. If I got stubble like I got right now on my baldy, hey, I'm in work mode right now. But if I was going out, you best believe I'm going to clean this head. I'm going to line up this. You can see I had a lineup a few days ago. It's starting to get stubble again. My stuff grows fast, but I'm not making excuses because this ain't a date. But if I was headed to meet a lady right now, I'd be like, hold up, baby, I need a few hours because I got to get right for you. And I don't even wear cologne, but I have a nice selection of some scented soaps. And I always wear some really nice, not antiperspirant, because that mess got aluminum in it. Hint, ladies and men, it will give you cancer. Yes, don't do it. I just use natural deodorants. And I don't mean the kind that still have you funky. I'm talking about the ones that damn expensive, way too expensive. I be thinking about making my own, because you can't make your own, but I just ain't got time enough in a day, in a year, in a week to do all them damn things. But I know it can be done. You can make, if you know the natural, there's ways to do it. But anyway, but yeah, that's what I do. And I've had no complaints, none. I get attention when I'm seeking it, and in the right moment for the right time, it's gonna come. I'm gonna be a magnet. The ladies love Silver Fox. Joseph R. Wheeler III. I promise you. But it's like, yo, it ain't for everybody. But everybody want to act like everything's for them. And that's what irks me about this new society we in. People are on both sides of the spectrum. Like, the slobs are acting like these old sloppy, nasty dudes that ain't got no kind of flyness about them act like they the same as the dude who is fly. It's like, dude, that's not you. They're not talking about you when they talk about that. You know? The six-figure dude act like he the millionaire. The millionaire act like he's still on the street and he a thug. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, no. Even if that was never their reality or ever been their reality, like, you're not there no more. Why do you think that's still working? Do you think that's important? And the sad part is, well, it's too many examples of success for people doing all of this stuff. So now it's so far gone, you can't even reel it in no more. You can't even tell people, don't, I say it all the time, I'm still gonna stand on it because it ain't appropriate at any time. Ain't no man supposed to be walking around with his pants off his ass. Period. And somebody said, well, but I thought you like this rap. I like their talent, I like their art. I'm an artist, I support art. So if you got something to say in your lyrics that I'm feeling, you know how to put them beats together right, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I feel that part of your life, what you're doing. But that other mess is trash. I just take out whatever don't work for me and leave the rest. That's all you can do with most of this stuff nowadays. You can't expect 100% out of nothing, and you damn sure can't respect almost even 90 out of most people and what they gonna do. So you just, you almost gotta just aim for 70 to 80% on most of this stuff in America anyway, because that's about the best you're gonna get. Most people ain't even trying to hit 90 percentile on damn near anything they do no more. They just don't care. And they don't have no reason to care because they see other people being lackluster and still getting paid. And they living on not respect. They living on money, power, respect. They're not focused on respect, power, money. There are those. There are we. We still exist. I am him. And I'm telling you, I'm here to be that person. If you like what I'm talking about right now, hit that subscribe button because you ain't going to have to worry about it here. It's going to always be served up fresh and real every time. It's who I am, so you ain't got to worry about it changing. When I get to the money, yeah, we're going to live it up. We're going to enjoy it. I'm not one to say you don't have to have it in a capitalist system. I'm one to say that when you get it, remember that you got it because you started with, if you did it the way I did it. If you started with respect, never forget. It's simple as that. If you started with respect, that's everything. Everything. So I know I'm on a lot of tangents. So let me go back to my original point. I just think that those who are as wealthy as somebody like Cam, and I still respect you, brother. I would love to be on your show. I really would. And I'm right here in Atlanta, from Atlanta, real Atlanta, okay? Anytime, bro, anytime. Really would be an honor. But I think that, and I got credentials that are worthy of an interview. Just look up what ONYXCON is, was, and will be. What it is, what it ain't, and what it gonna be like. All right? And, but I just think that when you're out here, people are trying to relate to everyday people, but you're not everyday people. It's okay though. You may have come from everyday people, but you're a long way from that reality now. If you feel secure enough to speak on money the way these two were talking in this interview, and the way this woman is saying, I don't date a man if he can't take care of all my bills. Like, not date, like we're in a relationship. She's like, I could date, but even the one she gonna date, she said, what did she say? She said at one point something like, I can only, it was her basically saying she can't date a guy who makes $60,000. And I thought, wow. I mean, it's her truth. I get it. And she said, I'm just in my truth. Yeah, it is. It is your truth. It's your truth. It's absolutely your truth. But in your truth, What's hilarious about your damn truth is, I understand if a woman who is literally already wealthy is not willing to date a guy who makes less because she's gonna, because he's gonna be insecure with it. But if she's not the type to emasculate that man for making less, I see no reason why not. If he has ambitions to be in similar circles as she is and likes that world. Now, see, me just looking at somebody like her, like I say, take all the cake makeup up off, we might be able to do something with you because I know you're pretty for real underneath. This farce on top is not what impresses me. You know, a little bit of that is okay. A little enhancement for what the universe gave you, beautiful. But all that cake, I don't need that damn cake, man. I don't need it. I don't like it. I don't need it. And I want to see what your hair really looks like. I'm tired of the weaves and the wigs and all that. I'm so tired. I tolerate it because it's so prevalent. I almost have to, but I don't like it. I don't. Because I done had too much real hair in my hand. I done had the hair y'all buying in my hand off the real people who grow it. And I'm like, and then you mad when we cross boundaries and can still relate because we all human. And when you like me, where you really like culture and not just, oh, those are some hot looking people. No, I actually know Latinas. I know Latin culture. I'm into cultura. Okay? I'm into Asian culture. I try to learn bits and pieces to know enough to be respectful of where I'm dealing and who I'm around if I'm gonna be in that environment. It's not just a fetish. It's like, no, I really like these women. I like the people too. You know, it's not just there's some fine women. Yeah. But they're still humans. We all here. They might be fetishizing me a little bit. Oh, I love, they like black men. I've had it. I've been there. I've done it. Trust me, I have. You know? But I also knew that person was seeking out who I really am. That's why it worked. They were willing to deal with who I really am, not just a fantasy. So, you know, when I'm listening to all this conversation and everything, I'm like, man, these folks, they don't even realize they're so comfortable in their world of it's a Hollywood type energy on the high level of it, the money level of it. Not even the levels I know where I'm in the Hollywood, so to speak, but I'm in front and behind the camera. From being behind as a PA, yo, it's the lower tier economically on the totem pole. It's decent pay, but it ain't rich. And it's gig work. And it's gig work for everybody. But when the other people get paid, they do one movie for a year, some of them, and they could be good. I ain't there yet. That kind of money makes you comfortable in a different way. It makes you talk different. Makes you act different. Unless you really know who the hell you are. And then you still gonna change. But if you really know who you are, it never completely changes you. You're gonna know the power you have, so that's gonna change. You're gonna be like, man, I don't have to, oh snap, I don't really have to be anywhere today. I got enough in the bank to sail on for a couple of years, and then, oh, let me check my my account. Oh man, look at my, wow. Damn, look at the percentage. You know, when you got that kind of money, okay, it changes things. You're getting interest on your money and it's flying through the roof. You know, I understand the concept, just don't have enough to do it with. Get it, and oh my gosh, I'll show you some things. But that's the difference. I saw a comedian, this brother, I just discovered him on Instagram. I wish I knew his name for y'all. Actually, I'm still, you know how you see so much stuff because they throwing it at you so fast? And you're like, you know, if you scrolling and you start pulling up a little bit to the next thing, you say, man, I want to go back and watch that. Gotta be careful, because sometimes if you don't go ahead and like literally like that person's page, then, and the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I already like this comedian's page, but I can't remember his name, and I follow too many damn people, so I can't remember who it was. But this dude is hilarious. He's brown skinned. I want to say he's Latin of some sort, Afro-Latino. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But he's a chubby dude. He's got wavy long hair, and usually wears his hair real messy. Like if he got it pulled back, like always be some strands just hanging on the side and stuff. and he's got kind of big eyes, and he's real silly acting, and I mean, he's a comedian, you know. But man, when I tell you, there was a clip of him talking about, he said, he was talking about people online and how they fronting and everybody want to be so rich and act like they getting so much and how easy it is to become a billionaire. And he's like, man, what are you talking about? Just stop it. Stop it. He was like, just work a decent job where you can get at least, I forget what he said. He was like, basically like, get yourself up to the point where you're basically at like, close to 6 figures. And he said, you know, invest it, put it in the right bank, let it get the capital interest on it and stuff, the real high earning bank account and everything. He said, retire and move to Dominican Republic. It's a life, whatever. Well, I was rolling. Because now that I've been to DR and seen how people are doing that, I'm like, boy, if that one joke in a few seconds wasn't the epitome of what it ought to be if you want it, I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it's like, but only if you gonna understand it and apply it, more importantly. And that's what I'm saying about what happened with Cam Newton on the show, interviewing, you know, Dr. Sarah. It's like two rich people that are so far removed from their struggles at different times in life that they don't even realize that when they get upset and they're like, man, folk coming for me in the comments, man, people saying, and it starts to get under their skin a little bit because they still want to be relatable. They still want to be real. They're not out here with everyday people. Like, I got a BFA. I got all these films I've done. I got all these movies and everything. But when I'm out here having to do courier work because the work ain't started flowing yet, I ain't gotten nowhere near liquid yet, and y'all won't hit the damn subscribe button so I can monetize ONYXCON and truly get off of the bull and strictly focus on my dream to share with you, hit that button right now. This is the time. Okay? Then, you know, I'm literally shoulder to shoulder with cats that ain't got no kind of education. High school dropouts, high school graduates. Somebody who just got they damn GDA. What they call it? GD. Isn't it what they call it? The substitute for the high school diploma. You know what I'm saying? It's people who got trade skills but didn't barely finish school at all. People who graduated with degrees, had high-earning corporate jobs, lost their job. Now they were the ball, and now their wife supporting them, but they on the hush about it because they want to be integrity, man. I'm still a man. It ain't I wanted this situation. They stuck. They in a situation. They got kids. They out here doing Uber. They doing Lyft. They doing what I'm doing with this Wally World thing. They doing other things, whatever. The DoorDash, all them damn companies. What you think people doing this stuff for, man? It's real in the Ville, and it's about to get more real. I promise you in the next 4 years. Man, right now, I'm looking at this lot. There's technically, like, what is it, 60-something spaces out here. Only 10 of them filled with cars that do this. I guarantee you, in the next, if once January hit, man, this thing gonna be full. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna have to find something else. I'm hoping that I get back on another film project because I know it's gonna hit the fan when people really get caught up in, oh, it's not great again. It's worse again. Them tariffs gonna hit. These companies gonna be dropping people like flies. Robots gonna be taking over every damn other job. And you think it's tense now. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't take for granted what I'm doing here, being on YouTube. I don't take for granted if any of y'all actually watch the content. I appreciate you. And I know who you are, because I'm out here with you. And even when I do get rich, because I'm going to be rich, that's a goal. Everybody don't want that. I do. Because I have goals about what I want to do with the money. Yes, there's some material things I want to acquire. But the difference is, I want to show you, if that's something you want to obtain too, how to get it with respect, power, money. not the other way around. If you focus on money first, it will come, it will go. You will never have respect, and you never truly had power. I was just giving this out. What did I just say? I said there's plenty of people used to have major corporate jobs. I'm talking about, I know these people, man. I'm not talking about no man. I'm not making this up. I've been on jobs with people who, like, man, they were a college professor, moved from another country. They were a college professor in their country. They get here, them credits don't matter in America, unfortunately. People taking for granted that they're not as intelligent and brilliant as they are because they speak another language and they got an accent. I get cool with them because I get rapport and I give respect to anybody who's cool and gives respect to me. And they tell me what they don't. Nobody else in the room will be making fun of, oh, that's so-and-so from such and such country. You know, a bunch of illiterate, dumb motherfuckers couldn't hold a candle to this person up here got the audacity to think that this person is not as intelligent as they are. But I come to find out that they're freaking geniuses, and they, because of circumstance, they're doing ride share. Because of circumstance, they're doing courier work. It ain't they goal. They weren't born and said, I'm going to be a courier driver when I grow up. No, man, these are circumstantial jobs. And, whoa, let me add that to it. For those who actually do want to do it, there are people who like, and that's okay too. Ain't nothing wrong with the guy or gal who really did want to work in the Browns and for the, you know, other big companies, courier companies, and they the ones that are lifers that's making that real serious good money too. They drive the trucks or the cars, they call it, for the Browns. You know what I'm talking about if you know American businesses. I mean, worldwide, the Brown, you know, the brown and yellow. Come on now. And I've worked for them. And even that gets respect when you say you work for them, if you in that world, if you've ever done any of this kind of work. Because first, people know how hard that work is. Two, they know you got to be clean to get in. You can't be no couch potato smoking weed and drinking all day. You ain't gonna pass the piss test. Ain't gonna pass the test. So it's different. But that gives me a certain kind of understanding about what it is out here. And I can deal with anybody. I was saying yesterday, I'm gonna say it again. It's a new metaphor I got for myself. Add this to my totem of animals I respect and love. My favorite shark of all time is a hammerhead, and any other kind of hammerhead. Shovelheads, bonnethead, same thing, shovel and bonnet, but I love all the hammerhead family. That's my favorites. But I also respect and like, because of how badass they are, bull shark. And I call myself a bull shark because bull sharks have a special air bladder that allows them, unlike any other shark, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know they're one of the only ones, if not the only one, that can swim in fresh and salt water. Their main habitat is salt, but they have been found in rivers and streams and all kinds of stuff. I've seen videos, like live, real stuff, not just, it's been speculated. No, I've watched it, seen it. And I'm a bull shark. I can swim amongst all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna go home. But if I gotta be over here, do what I gotta do. And that's why I say I want people to respect. I always go with respect. Subscribe to a channel with a bull shark. Because I can speak multiple tongues. I ain't talking about language. I'm talking about understanding people. I ain't had to be in the room with people who had less, but respect them because they got to understand how to do the job we all got to do. And as long as they know how to give effective communication, and we respecting each other as two adults, especially two grown men or women, whatever the situation was, but most of the time I'm talking about them kind of jobs where a bunch of guys and it's tough and burly and everybody's talking all crazy. But once I open up my mouth and give them a little bit of my world, they all give me respect over time because they say, man, you different, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm a bull shark. I'm like, yeah. It's all circumstantial, man. Had my parents not been who they were, I wouldn't be who I am. It could have went another way. It could have went real different. And that's for any of us. When you know that, and when you approach life like that, you're always relevant. But that's what I'm saying about what I'm seeing out here with a lot of famous people that already done got the money and stuff. Not all of them, not all of them. Even some of the ones who are doing it, they don't even realize they're doing it. I think in the sense that I'm talking about Cam Newton and him interviewing the Dr. Sarah lady, I think Cam is well aware of, I mean, as long as he was in football dealing with kids that definitely had less than him, and he's still trying to work with them kind of kids, even when they try to fight a grown man and he's about to wear their asses out, if you remember that situation, don't play with Cam. don't play with Cam. Don't let the smooth taste fool you with all the dandy dressing and crazy outfits. Man, Cam be done kill somebody. That's a big dude. But I just think that Cam sometimes, and I noticed in him, you're gonna be in a certain circle, and even his guest, the Dr. Sarah lady said, she said something that triggered him to say, if you think you're gonna date and have so many options for what you want, since she only wants this high earning man who's only gonna be the high, not even the low six figures. She talking about the damn 300,000 and up. Okay, you've just narrowed the playing field so tight that you ain't got nobody else to deal with but the possibility being in it, because they was trying to compare like what makes a hoe and all this, and you had to watch it for yourself to really see what I'm talking about. But Cam was challenging her to say, you're gonna run in the same circles. The room is so big with people who gonna make that much. The percentage is so small. So like, how the hell do you think you're gonna be the one, significant one that, just because in your head you're so fancy and so different and so whatever, that you're not gonna run into somebody else you already done smashed or whatever on that level, in that pool that is so small. And when she said she couldn't deal with a guy who made $60,000 a year. Okay, I understand the psychology of when you say, because even and then Cam was like, because you get a certain thing at 60,000, you get a certain thing at 100,000, you get a certain thing at 500, you get a certain thing at $1 million. Yeah, but he was trying to say, you get a certain thing with the rich ones, because she was trying to say, I won't tolerate certain things, and he's just looking at her like, yeah, you do, because you would have to. Because most of the mentality of the people in that water, okay, to bring it back to my bull shark analogy, are going to be about a certain thing, and they're used to it, and they're not going to accept less than that. Like, to them, keeping their options open for women, once they are a millionaire, even if they get married, they don't stop what you would call cheating. And what did I was just talking about Kevin Samuels and how he used to say, because once he got money, because he wasn't always there, but once he got money like that, he said, rich men do not exist. Well, he didn't say rich, he said, high value, high earning man don't cheat. They I'm seeing him say it, it's just making me laugh. Boy, I tell you, he was a trip. But they explore their options. They just entertain their options or whatever. But it's still a choice of integrity and how you want to be, and how much drama you damn want to tolerate. Like, that's the other thing about that rich mind state like that. Because everything's so easy to just pay. I can pay to cancel it. I can pay to get rid of it. I can pay to whatever. They think that money gonna make everything go. It does not. It always come up and bite you in the ass. If you think that way, respect, power, money, in that order. I don't give a damn how much money you got. It's gonna bite you in the ass thinking like that. If not you, your kids. If not them, their kids. If not, but why put a curse like that on your own family? Like, don't even do it. Just like, yo, start with respect. Some people never will because they don't have no example of it, so it's never gonna happen. But that's why I speak what I speak. That's why I want to be out here. I don't care how small my voice seems on YouTube. We got some numbers. We may not be the biggest number, but 1,000+ people is 1,000+ goddamn people. You ever seen a room full of 1,000 people? I'm happy for all my 1,000+ people. And when I get 1 million, I'll be the same dude, but doing way more cool stuff. That'll be the difference. Y'all know I love to travel. Oh, I'm gonna do nothing but I mean, I'll do some other stuff too, but the travel thing about to go through the roof. You can get that money right. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you. Hit the subscribe button now. Let me get some thumbs up in here too. I don't know who's watching, but I appreciate you. You've been with me for a minute, so you must like something. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you like. If you're already doing that, hit the comments. Let me know. Because only a subscriber can speak to me. Thank you, YouTube, for that button. Because if they didn't have that, I wouldn't even be on here. We don't even know what a troll is. We don't tolerate that. It's so real out here. Up in here waiting on the order as I speak. Because I'm just that real. Ain't no fronting. I ain't going live trying to hide the reality of what it is to do this. No, I want y'all to know. I want y'all to see what it takes. So when I finally get it, now people gonna respect the bull shark. They're gonna be like, that's a real ass dude, man. He used to do courier work and be going live, fluorescent hoodie, dropping packages. And he was still traveling. He was still doing movies when he could. He was still drawing. He was still teaching. He still had some fly ladies in his life. So when he talk about relationships, he's from an example, not, you know. And I've learned that I'm going to have to keep that part of it when I talk about relationship goals in the art life. It's come down to going to have to just be what I'm doing right now. It's going to have to be conversational. It's going to have to be reaction videos, because I wanted to do an actual show, dating show, online dating show. And I put out a word for it, put out a call. I am happy to say that 2 young ladies that I know from the film business, well, one from the film business and one from when I was doing ONYXCON as a Comic-Con. When we started, she was always a big supporter. And I'm not going to name her now, but, well, I don't think she would care, because she wanted to be on the show. She wouldn't care. It'll help her business. Shout out to Rashida. Shout out to Rashida. Pop International is the name of her, one of her companies she does. She's known as a professional African dance teacher and instructor, teacher, and performer. Amazing. Amazing dancer. I stress again, African dance, traditional African dance. Because you almost can't even say the word dancer now. Oh, you're a stripper? No, man, damn. Everybody who dances is not stripping. And I got nothing against stripping. Stripping is its own art form. Yeah, I'll say that again. Stripping is an art form. Pole dancing is an art form. It is. It's absolutely. It's very extremely acrobatic, very muscular in need and all that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I just want to make that clear because people are so stupid. But she has a company where she makes gourmet popcorn. Pop International. Check them out. Amazing. Best popcorn you ever gonna have in your life, I promise you. Like, to this day, I don't understand how she gets it that fluffy, crispy. She does air pop. Her technique is air pop. But somehow, you know when you eat popcorn and the little husk part, the little golden part of the corn to be hard to get stuck in your teeth? I don't know what she does, but there's none of that in her popcorn. And whatever it is, it never gets stuck in your teeth. It just floats in your mouth and it's just incredible. She's really good, really good. But anyway, she's single and wanted to be on the show. She hit me up saying, yeah, what's this you doing? I'd be interested. I said, oh, snap. Homegirl, all right, I'm going to put you on the list of possibilities, right? And then I have another friend, because we believe in diversity for real. We ain't just talking it, we walking it, okay? She's Mexicana, okay? Mexico in the house, Mexican-American. And I met her on set real cute, super cute. And at the time when I met her, it's funny because I put the word out just knowing she might still be single, but she was starting to date a guy last time I saw her. And, I didn't know how that may have worked out or still working or what. And when I reached out about this, she hit me back like, well, I'm single again. I said, oh. I mean, she's always been single, but she's not dating that guy, I guess. I don't know. I'm not even going to say that. I don't know. I'm never going to say what people doing. Never, no. But still single. So I said, yo, that's what's up. I appreciate you hitting me back. Yeah, well, I tell you what, ain't y'all the only two. I told her, you and another friend, y'all the only ones hit me back about this. Everybody else sleep. So, I mean, all my guy friends that would have been guests on the show and I would get a lady to talk to them and stuff, they done went to all, I mean, most of them, a couple of them was like scared. They don't want to come on and all that. They too personal. And okay, that's fine. That's fine. You make a great, no. Okay, bye. And other ones like, well, no, I keep that part of my life completely personal. I respect it. I'm annoyed because, when you set out to do something, you can't get nobody, but you got good people that you know would be great for it. It's frustrating. But at the end of the day, hey, if somebody approached me with something that I don't want to do, I respect it. It's like, I just don't want to do that. So that's not going to be the angle we go. We just going to continue. I mean, it's not to say it won't ever happen, because one thing I know about, the more you grow, get a certain kind of fame. Oh, that's Joseph, whatever. If I put it back out, yeah, now I'm, microphone, studio, cameras, the whole nine, and we do it like a show. It could still happen. It could still happen. But for now, we're going to put that on the back of the stove, put it on, we ain't even going to put it on simmer. We're going to just leave the pilot light on the gas oven. So it can be turned on if need be, but it's still it's an idea. It could be a boiling pot one day. Right now it ain't that. We just gonna do reaction videos to other people's stuff talking about relationships, because I got plenty to say when it applies. And like I was saying with this thing, I think that I just think that with Cam and what he's doing is great, but I want more people like him to understand it. Y'all got to know y'all are the elite few at this point. I hope y'all don't think that just because you came from humble beginnings or whatever, that you're still there and you relate so much. Y'all don't talk like everybody else out here is talking. And everybody else out here is trying to pretend that they understand what you're saying. They don't know what the hell you talking about, man. You naming places they ain't never going to see. You talking about restaurants, they don't know what it is. Or if they do know, they've never been inside. And I don't care about all that half the time, because I've been to some of these places. I've been on set to be on these places. I've been to functions to be in some of these places. I've been blessed to be privy because I know people who make that kind of money, and I've been invited. I've been in the room with legends and done stuff on that level, But, and that again is because of respect, not money. Respect got me in the door. Respect for relationships. Joseph, you ought to be a part of this. Okay. Or you're already a part of something. We're doing this. Well, you in because you with us. Okay. Get the opportunity. But it came from respect, not money. And I'm talking about the biggest creme de la creme of creme. We ain't talking about no... It's like, I love the story of what happened to me in Dominican Republic. From disrespect, I ended up at the best resort I've ever been in. One of the best in my life, in my adult life, I'll say definitely, because my parents, we went to some fly places when we were a kid, with them providing us some opportunities to see the world on another level. But I'm saying, as a grown man, nothing's topping what I went. Man, that place I was at, that was absolutely. And it spoils you in a way too, because mentally now it's like I can't accept less. Like I know I tasted the good life. I don't want nothing but. No. All this Airbnb is how I ended up there, because there was two shitty Airbnb situations. And I was like, you know what? Unless I know somebody that knows somebody and they're like, this Airbnb is tight and I'm done. I'll go with Airbnb for activities. I'll never forget seeing that they had some cool activities you can do and pay and set up and arrange a tour or something like that. I'll do something like that through them, book that. And like I say, again, if I know somebody who stayed there, it's like, there's no bugs, man. Super clear, amazing. Just like the photos, better. What? Oh, yeah. But if I ain't got that kind of approval of it, and I ain't going off of nobody's ratings on that damn app, because this is a bunch of people who will accept less. You got people who literally will lay in a bed with roaches and bed bugs as long as it look nice and they're close to what the amenities they wanted. I'm not them. Ain't nothing about that gonna ever work with me. Or will tolerate rude behavior from security or whoever the host is, and you asking them questions like, well, okay, so how do I just can't see what you're seeing. I went through so much, man. Y'all gotta watch my videos if you want to see what I'm talking about. Watch all my Dominican Republic videos. You're gonna be thoroughly entertained and amazed with how it turned out. It wasn't all bad by no means. It was amazing. But I shared the bad too, because I like to give the balance of the reality, not the fallacy. We got enough of that. And that's what's going to make ONYXCON win overall as we grow. Because people going to be like, man, this dude real as hell. Look what he showed, man. He showed what it is. Like, when I tell you it was an Airbnb with roaches, I'm showing you the freaking, it was real time. I walked in and I'm doing my, make sure everything's right before I put my bags down and get comfortable. And I'm like, do y'all see this shit? Yeah. It was like that. Real time. I ain't playing, y'all. I'm on a mission. And you're a part of it. So hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend. There is real commentary. There are real people who still have great, amazing experiences. But I'm going to tell you how to get it through respect first, then power, then the money. Peace. ONYXCON. Art Life.